If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Would it be a place where you need a map to find your nearest neighbor? Or would it be the perfect place to find your crowd? Would it be a place that has 4 seasons? Or the kind of place where sandals are in style all year long? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. And the best place to get started is at coldwellbanker.com, where we've built the ultimate real estate website. Here, you can get an instant estimate on your home, explore listings across America, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it's really never been more true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At coldwellbanker.com.
Yo, do you have a piece that you want to share? I want
Sure.
to get into some this segment I call breaking down the bars.
Cool, we can do that.
Yeah.
All right, so is there a subject matter that we want to speak on?
Nah, you go ahead and hit us with whatever you got. I'm
Cool.
just gonna jot down stuff that stands out to me, and we can go back and.
All right, that's what's up. So she had starry eyes and a white crescent moon smile about her. She was designer boutique in her tunic and plain black leggings, nothing major. I hold open the door of the Wawa for her. You see, me and her, we were 2 polite strangers having a brief awkward exchange about who should go through this door first. It felt like an eternal tug of war, but it was a 10-second back and forth, and all I'm trying to do is let her go through. She looking too crazy cute with the laughter. I gotta walk through that door though. And you know me, I walk right after her. You see, exchanges like this happen every time I travel. Always almost the night before. And I'm contemplating if I should map her contact. I'm contemplating if I should stay a night longer. I'm contemplating if she be the lick setup. I'm contemplating if she is angel wishing me safe travels on the ride back home. You see, God's signs are a brief awkward exchange, a random occurrence. But these random occurrences don't hit the same, it hits different. Like how the absence of birds chirping in the impending days before a hurricane, it's a strange silence. A strange silence like this. A strange silence. A chill that your body recognizes. Discovering the signs that whatever we're doing, we gotta get moving. We gotta start stocking up. Survival mode energy. I found it so interesting when it comes to God's signs coming in the form of words, which words stick to our head as motivation. I remember a long time ago, me and my homie, we was having a conversation outside my old apartment. Who knew that this simple shoot in the breeze would turn into a conversation so life-altering? I remember what my homie said. It stuck in my head to this day. My homie said to me, everything has a season. So as we dapped it up, we pieced out, I walked back in my old apartment, in my weather leather couch. Thoughts, ideas, plans, and plays rushed my brain. It had me rubbing my hands like the Birdman, you know what I'm saying? But then the summer came. Let me tell you how he tried to hit me up. You see, there was a white rusted Ben Buick parked like about 50 to 100 feet away from my door. 3 months. I never heard it start. I never seen it move. You know I'm paranoid. You know I had to go check on it, right? No boot on the tires, no ticket on the windshield. 3 months. I never heard it start. I never seen it crank. I never seen it move, even when I was up late night, all night, watching TV in the dark. You see, God's signs sometimes look like paranoia, but sometimes that paranoia can keep you free. That paranoia can keep you alive, like the absence of birds chirping in the impending days before a hurricane. They vibed the storm and flew away. It was that strange silence, that chill that your body recognizes, discovering the signs that whatever we're doing, we gotta get moving. We gotta get right. I gotta get right. I gotta get moving. I gotta go. Yeah.
All right. Yo, so first off, I want to tell you what a great storyteller you are, right? Because for me, a good storyteller helps paint the picture as a whole. You know what I mean? So almost like if you could close your eyes, listen to it, and just picture everything that's happening, right? There's also the approach or delivery in which that story is told. To me, that aids in that whole depiction, right, of that painting. The inflection, word choice, wordplay, you know, you do a lot of that. So I thank you for being that kind of writer.
I appreciate you.
Who is she?
She, true story, she is, and it's gonna sound crazy, she is a woman that I see every time I travel. Like the night before, I will always see like this beautiful woman like crossing my path. Always the night before, bro. Like always, like I was in Orlando, I went to Edentown, I'm going to this veggie restaurant, right? Just in the cut. And I opened the door and this beautiful dark-skinned guy just walked out. I'm in Tampa at the Wawa, right? And a beautiful woman in a tunic and black leggings, right? Was there, right? And I'm like, I should really holler at this girl, like, I should really do it, right? And when I was younger and I used to go different places, this same thing would happen. And I used to mac that. And then later, if I came back in the city or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I'll holler and say, what's up, right? As I got older, I'm like, she's fine. But this thing reoccurs for me. Atlanta and other places, this thing reoccurs for me. So she is a bunch of different people, or God's sign telling me, have a safe trip, or he looks like a tourist, let's get cut. Right? or like, you know what I'm saying? That's who she is.
Because I also heard a shout out to Bmoore in there. Was that like one time you was traveling there?
Not Bmoore. You said God signs a brief awkward exchange.
Oh no, I thought I heard something else.
Yeah, no, Bmoore, no. I want to go to Baltimore.
Oh yeah?
Hell yeah.
Oh yes. The poetry up there is serious.
Yeah, I'm Jacob Mayberry, bro. Black Chakra. Fire, man. He needs to like, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, holler at the boy.
Hey, I'm gonna see him soon. We're going to SoFri, Louisville.
Yeah.
In June.
Yeah, man. You gotta bring him on home though, bro.
Yeah. You already know. There was something else that stood out to me. The rusted Buick.
Yes.
What? I wanted one of them. I wanted a Regal. Cause I guess where we from. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was the car?
This car was, I don't know if it was a Regal. I just know it was a Buick. It was parked very oddly in front, like right near my door, about like 50 to 100 feet away.
Yeah.
And just sitting there. I'm like, whose car is this? Why is it sitting here? Like,
and it hasn't moved.
It hasn't moved. Nothing. No leaves are falling on it. Like I said, no boot on the tire, no ticket on the windshield. I'm like, why is this car sitting here? I walk by the car. I'm like, why is this car? Sometimes I even like, I say, let me go walk by somebody's house right quick. And I walk by the car. I'd be like, why is this car sitting here, bro? Like, cause if I would have parked there, like my car would be towed.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that car was just sitting there. So yeah.
So I heard you once describe your style as Beatnik, mixed with something. I don't want to get it wrong, but the Beatnik part definitely, because I know I write to a rhythm in my head, and I feel like you do too, and I feel like those beats are those underground gritty Jay Dilla type of that boom tap.
Contrary.
Okay.
Contrary.
Okay.
I don't write to beats.
No. I mean, not two beats, but
no, I'm saying I don't write to beats. But here's the thing: the beat in my head, right, is lo-fi.
Mm-hmm.
It's not boom bap. It's like Dungeon Family, Outcast-ish, like weird vibe type of beats. Like it's not boom bap.
Okay.
It's not boom bap. It's not boom bap.
Okay.
It's like Currency. You ever heard Currency, the artist?
Yeah.
Like his music, like like it's not boom bap. But I'm telling you, I just want to.
It's all well. So this is how I'm taking it in or describing it.
Yeah.
Boom bap is New York.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a down south boom bap.
There is.
There we go. Right. Like that Outcast Currency type.
So boom bap is more of it's a gritty, low frequency. It's part of lo-fi. It's a low frequency type of beat, but there's sort of a right. It's more like that, where some of the things that I do don't even have drums. Like my style becomes the drum.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And if you look at some of my poetry that I have recorded, you won't hear too much of drum. You might hear the metronome,
Yeah.
but my voice becomes the drum. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Like how would you describe Saved by the Pen?
I mean your
My
creativeness.
Catchphrase or how
Saved by the Pen, I always saw it as people who were saved by poetry, who were saved by their writing. Yeah. That's how in fact, I was like, I'm the man for this job, bro. You feel me?
Because for me, right, I like to call myself a jack of all trades. And we know what that do, right?
Tell me.
I feel like I can't focus on one thing too long,
right?
Because I need something else.
But remember, just because you're a jack of all trades doesn't mean you're master of none. You could be a master of a lot of things too.
Yeah, so I'm sure I can call myself a master of poetry. I spend enough hours and letters on pages doing it,
right?
And whatever, right? But for me, I don't. At the same time I'm writing one poem, there's a line in there that might catch me and say, yo, you could write a whole stand-up 5-minute set on this. So I'll deviate from the poem and start writing a stand-up set.
I forgot you did stand-up too before.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I'll deviate and start writing a stand-up set. And then something in that set might be like, yo, that could be like a character for a one-man show. And I'll open up another document and start this character development for this one-man show, and I'll just keep bouncing around like that, right? So for me, when I look at being saved by the pen, it's not specific to poetry. It saves me from, the inner jumble that happens in your brain. You know, the thousands of thoughts that's rolling around. And I use it as a funnel. To put this stuff into these compartments. You know what I mean? Because I heard Lil Wayne say recently that it gives him headaches. He gets migraines when he tries to stop being creative.
That's facts.
Yo, I feel that.
Your mood can change when you're not creative. It causes a like when the engine gets overflooded and just locks up,
So that's what I try to keep the juices. I try to keep it going. Because I don't want it to make my head hurt. It feels like it becomes pressure on the brain or something like that. I don't know.
You don't want to break a glass with your bare hands. What's the problem? Nothing.
So for you, do you do that? I know you write rhyme. Do you write more than just rhymes?
In fact, if you listen to the poem, that's not an A-B rhyme scheme.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
But I write. I write in all facets, you know what I'm I call myself a mercenary creative, if you will. So I write in all facets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Because I'm curious, like, have you? Because some people think, okay, so let me tell you about the stand-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, people think they're funny, right?
Like Office funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I think I could, you know.
Yeah.
I done got kicked out of plenty of classes as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my jokes still hit. Like, I'm talking about a joke from 6th grade. Like,
Yeah.
still hit, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me try it. So I did the stand-up, right? We in the green room. I'm at the Improv, right?
Mm-hmm.
Killed it. All the comedians were in the green room. They're like, yo, man, you rocked it, yo. And they like that because guess what? You set that energy, you set that tone.
Right.
So if you rocking it, then they can go back out there and try to ride off.
It's
something.
favorable.
Yeah. Ooh, let's ride this way, yo. So they're like, yo, man, how long you been doing this? Yo, that was dope. I said, yo, that was my first time.
Mm-hmm.
All of their smiles turned to frowns.
Mm.
It's like, yo, where's the support?
Mm.
I'm like, no, I'm not really a comedian, but I be writing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kind of just like, all right, good to see you. And I was like, wait, what happened? I was waiting for my hug.
Yeah. But here's the thing, you know what that means? Either one of those reactions were fake. Either the support was fake, or the shutdown support could have been fake too. Because they could have been like, oh, hey, what's up? See, like, because now you gotta get ready for this business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They really do support you in some way, but now you gotta understand this business, and that could be what it is too.
Mm. So from that, what I tried to learn from that was trying not to step on nobody's toes in their own lane. Like, so I don't call myself a comedian.
Why you hold on. Why are you stepping on toes? Why would you feel like you're stepping on toes?
Because if I mean, like, I'm not a rapper. You know what I mean? I'm like, I could, you know, I know I could write a fire 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for somebody who's a rapper,
mm-hmm.
and that's what they do,
mm-hmm.
I'm not in the mood to like be killing people's dreams. You know what I mean?
How are you killing somebody's dream?
Because if
moving off their own machine, bro.
I mean, because of the way they have received me, to say, dang, that was good. You're not even a rapper. Or, man, that was good, but you're not even a comedian.
Right,
you know?
but
they must be insecure in their own.
Your skill is not their business.
True. So that's why I kind of stopped saying I'm not a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a comedian. I'm not a playwright. I'm just a writer. I'm a creative. I'm a creative under this umbrella, and I do all this, like, you know, like Gambino, like Donald Glover.
Yeah.
You know, he did a fire stand-up set.
He did.
But is he a stand-up comedian?
Yes, if he wants to be.
If he wants to be.
I respect your decision. I'm just saying, listen, Jocelyn Hernandez puts out raps, right? Do you think she's worried about what somebody else say? Because one of her raps, it hit. Do you think she's worried about, oh, nah. Your skills are not their business. Let them, they need to fine tune what they need to do.
True. I just feel like maybe, you know, I believe in the 10,000 hours,
Uh-huh.
you know, to master something, right?
But if you hit in 50 hours, you can't learn on the job the other 9,000 or 950?
I guess you could. You could. I just want to feel comfortable with, until I've been on, till I put 10,000 hours worth of stand-up work out there to say, I am also a stand-up comedian. You know, until then, I'm a writer who can also write that.
I know you can. But here's what I'm saying to you. T.I. said he was the king. I said this in a poem. T.I. said he was the king of the South, bruh.
Yeah.
And he rode with it.
He did, and he said that from the day one.
Yeah.
Like, man, yo, I think I was, the first track that he was, wasn't it Bounty Killer?
You talking about
Beanie.
with Beanie Man?
Beanie Man,
Yeah.
right? I was working at a DJ company.
Yeah.
Setting up the DJ equipment
Yeah.
at parties and stuff. That was like
2000, 2001.
2001, right?
Yeah.
Man, I never heard that guy before. Then he was like the king of the South. I was like, but I never heard of you.
Amen, though, to that.
I never heard of you though. How are you? Or wouldn't you be the prince or? What?
Nah, but see, listen, that's not the landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like, kings and princes of certain industries, there's no actual decree that they are kings. They say so. People may say so. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and you rock with it, right? Let me tell you, my homie, my brother, man, I could call him brother because he's been down for me. His name's Ulysses. He's a battle rapper, right? He did that art video, and he put me as a Dade County Poet Laureate, right? Thank you, sir, because you showed you believe in me. Will I ever be a Dade County Poet Laureate by the city? Probably not. They probably not. You know what I'm saying? Just be real, But my homie saying that about me, I'm gonna ride with it. I'm not gonna tell him change that. Don't write that. Nah, that's how he feels about me. I feel like he's one of the best rappers in Miami ever, and I'm gonna say it.
And I'm actually glad you said that, because one of my I don't want to say accolades, or I don't really want nothing, from the
My
game.
bad for being loud, but
No. I don't really, rewards. I don't really, you know what I mean? But the respect from my peers, oh man, that hit it for me. I don't need the title of king of the whoever.
I don't need either.
But when my friends, who I think are dope, say, "Oh man, I heard that bar right there," I'm like, "Oh, you did? Oh." That's what I did it for. You know what I mean? Of course, whatever comes out of you comes out of you. But when other people can acknowledge it, and it's like, oh man, especially the people you respect, woo, that's what I love.
Just remember, when you're young in anything, people are always gonna try to rank and file you.
That's happening all over. You know what I mean?
That's in everything in life.
That's on the views, right? So I told somebody I had a documentary. I was like, hey man, check out my documentary, Saved by the Pen. It's on YouTube. They standing right there in front of me, right? They pull it up, boom. They're like, oh man, it look good. Wait, you only got 300 and some views? Wait, so now you judged that book by the cover of views.
Yep.
And now you feel some different kind of way about it?
That's the game.
I was like, I can't believe I was just standing right in front of that person and they just said that. And I'm like, so what I said was, and I'll have 300 and whatever after you watch it. And then they kind of just walked away. You know what I mean? So this is the time that we're living in right now.
That's the game. That's the game. The game is the game. And sometimes a person is geared towards what is the monetary value of what you're creating. You know what I'm saying? Their intrinsic value is the monetary value. We have intrinsic value that, hey, we're speaking something that's culturally enriching, you know what I'm saying? Not everyone thinks that way. Some people, their intrinsic value is, this has views, so it's reaching people. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how they see things. You can't fault that.
Nah, I mean, we was here before it. I'll be here after it. Ain't no big deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now I want to talk about how you do you ever recruit, or not recruit, but how do you spread your message? And who do you spread it to? Are the youth something that's important in your message delivery?
One, when it comes to my art, I'm annoying as hell.
Okay.
And that's because I really believe in my art. I invest a lot in it, and I want to see it win. Anybody who views what I do and likes it, that's who I'm trying to reach. I don't say things like, hey, I'm trying to reach the youth. I can reach the youth every day just by whatever I speak or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If youth hear my work and they rock with it, then I'm gonna reach you that way, you feel me? Mm-hmm. If they don't rock with it, then it is what it is, but I don't have a set person. I don't say, hey, I really wanna reach the black youth. I need to do this. I don't do that. Mm-hmm. I just speak how I speak. I hashtag it how I hashtag it. I annoy people how I annoy people with it. I put high quality cover art and production to it. And if it catches, it catches. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It just so happens that sometimes younger people do rock with my work. And I'm not a person telling people I'm 25. I'm not here, I'm 25 years old. That's not me, you feel me? But they do rock with my work, you know what I'm saying?
Who lied about the age? Who lied about the age, man? Oh.
This is a business.
You don't look as old as me, so good for you.
But you got hair, bro.
But what I'm saying is, you can definitely go for 10 years younger than me.
Man, that's a compliment. You got hair, bro.
And your work is youthful. Your work, I feel like your work is youthful.
Yeah, I appreciate that.